Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm scrapping 3 photos that my daughter took of me when I was sitting in my scrap space. And 2 of them are taken when I didn't know about it, and the upper photo she just called out to me, so mommy look, and I have my face towards the camera. I'm very pleased with my scrap space. It's so good, and I can keep all my stuff there, and I can tuck them away in my cupboard, and I have a nice desk, and if I want to spread out more, I have a full table behind me where I can put things when I need to have everything out. And it's really convenient because I can put it back in the cupboard in just a few minutes, because I have really nice storage and boxes that I can just lift in and out, and everything got its own place. So even though it might look very small, I can store a lot of things there, and since I have a limited space, I try to use up what I have. I have realized that when I try to make my storage better, I seem to fit more. so I really think that I'm fooling myself that I have this limited space, because I seem to be able to store it even better and make room for even more. But I also have reevaluated what I buy, so I'm buying better things these days than I did before. Back to the layout. My first plan was to use that yellow floral paper from Crate Paper, but then I added more and more of this old My Mind's Eye paper with the ledger on one page and the yellow with the golden glitter rings on the other side. And at one point I just realized that I had nothing left of that floral, so I removed it and made my whole page with this paper from My Mind's Eye. To give the layout a bit more sturdiness, I put it onto a white piece of paper, and it will become a bit more easy to work with, especially when I start embellishing, because it was a bit it folded over when I tried to lift it up. I will begin with grounding my 3 clusters for my embellishment clusters with some washi tape. I choose an old tape from Tim Holtz with print. It's like newspaper print, and then it's a thin washi in craft, which I like a lot. I think that I have to find a craft washi tape when my shopping freeze is over, because that would be a really nice grounding element, I think, for many of my layouts. I like to use craft. This camera on a tripod that I'm cutting out now comes from a card. It was a cut-out card from an October afternoon paper, and I liked it a lot. And now I am using a Project Lifelike card. I don't really know who made that, but I will use the reels, the Viewmaster reels on that card in my 3 different embellishment spots. I really like that shape, and it's very easy to use. It goes with probably everything that you can put on a page. So when I found these reels, I decided to use them as embellishments instead of like a card. And now I start building my clusters. 3 different wood veneers will be the focal points of my 3 clusters. I will try to make it a bit typical to scrapbooking, so I will choose the typewriter for the journaling, the scissors for the crafty bit with the papers and cutting and being creative, and then the camera for the photos. So I thought it went perfectly with this page, which will be about my scrapbooking studio. It's really a corner of our living room, but a studio it's to me now, especially now when I have all this lighting and the camera above. So it has become a studio, and I think of it like a studio because I film a lot here and also do my voiceovers and like that. I have another Project Life card. I think it's also from October afternoon, which I cut up and use in small pieces on the embellishment clusters. I really like yellow. It's one of my favorite scrapbooking colors, and now when the CHA is in the making, or is happening over in Anaheim, I am really looking for collections that have yellow in them, because I know that I will like them, especially if it's got yellow in many of the papers, for example, and if yellow is in the die cuts for the collections. So I have been browsing the sneak peeks, and I've had a lot of fun. I have found a couple of collections that I will definitely try to get my hands on later, and it's mainly American Crafts brands, but that's okay with me. I think they have the best in the industry at the moment. Especially I was very fond of the new die cuts from the new Chimel collection. They look really nice, and the Amy Tan collection, I think it's called something Sunrise and Shine or something like that. I don't remember. It's really nice, as is the new collection from Maggie Holmes. So there will be a lot of nice papers to play with. A lot of brands also come with lovely wood veneers and lovely die cut packs. So we will be in no need to feel that we lack good supplies in 2015. On the screen then, I'm working on my clusters and building, and now I'm even placing a piece of paper in the typewriter, making it look like it's loaded and journaling is going on. I've seen that someone else make it. I think it was on a card, I don't know who, but it was a really nice detail, and I wanted to give my page that detail too. I will sprinkle my clusters with wood veneer stars, and now it's time to work on my title. These chipboard alphas are from a pack of chipboard alphas from Heidi Swap. It's ancient, but I still have plenty left, and here I needed to be a bit creative and use the outlines of some of the letters to make my title. I will write my studio in Swedish. My is min. That's the only difference. Our languages is quite close in some words, so it's a bit fun. And I think that the paint daubers that I have with distress paints are just perfect. I use them a lot and I love them. I will most definitely try to get my hands on more colors, because it's just the thing that makes me use acrylic paint on my pages. I think the whole thing with cleaning off a brush, it makes me want to not bring out the paint, so this is just perfect. As usual, I'm using my liquid adhesive from Scotch to glue down these alphas, because I don't trust the adhesive that's on them from the beginning. It's really old, and I don't think that it will hold even for a couple of days. I bring out a brown, or it's like a wood grain alpha from Studio Calico, and I write Scrapbook above the studio, just to make sure that everyone knows that it is scrapbooking I do. In my journaling on this page, I will write about the transformation that I had in my scrapbooking during 2014, and how the video making became such an important part of my scrapbooking, and my creativity really got a nice boost there. So it has meant a lot to me, so I thought it was appropriate to write it down in my journaling here. And here is the finished layout with all the text and a couple of cork arrows and some twine in the clusters. So, and you also see that I have distressed the paper in the typewriter. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you like this page and the process, and I hope that I see you soon here in my channel. This is Åsa. Bye!